everybody, hi YouTube, and hi friends that actually know me. This is Jasmine, otherwise known lately as Miss Strawberry. I decided to make just a short and sweet making of video of the delicious K-pop battle video that I did, the stop motion with the bajillion cookies that took me a gazillion hours because it was a lot of work, and I figured that you guys might want to know, or at least I want to share how I did it and the process and what materials I used, just in case any of you fellow bakers want to take on a project of your own. Also, this video is to once again remind everybody in the Pittsburgh area that I am selling all the cookies that I made. These are just a few. You'll see here that there's like 21 members. I'm selling these only $1 each, and why I'm doing that is because I want to donate money for Arthur Chan. If you haven't heard of who this is, he's actually a reporter from New York who had a really unfortunate accident on Halloween, where he was dragged off a parade float and ended up completely fracturing his face in multiple areas. And I just thought, man, like, can you imagine that, you know, you're just trying to do your thing on Halloween and something like that happens? It's very unfortunate, and I would like to help. I actually already sold 10, so I made $10 right here, and this is gonna go to Arthur Chan. I vow to also pay $1 for each cookie that I eat. I already ate one, so here's my dollar. I hope you guys will help out. Alright, on to how I did the video. So before I started this project, I had it all in my mind, and I needed to figure out a way to transfer it into reality. I ended up sketching the pieces that I wanted to do. These sketches are actually pretty horrible. For instance, this was my 2 p.m. sketches. I just needed to figure out the different action motions that I needed, and how many cookies that would take me. These are my HOT drawings. My 21 drawings were like really incredibly sort of chicken scratch-ish. For a lot of the cookies that I did, I actually made my own cookie cutters. I was looking online for custom cookie cutters, and they can be pretty expensive, but I opted for the cheap way because I'm still a student and I'm pretty poor. So what I did was, using my family's Costco membership, I went to Costco and bought a bunch of aluminum pans. What I did was I ended up cutting them and cut them into strips like this, and you have to be careful because the edges of these strips are really sharp. So when I cut them, I also just use my kitchen gloves. And what you want to do is first like fold in, you know, each side so that they're not sharp anymore. They're really pliable, so you just like shape them into whatever shape you want. These are some of the shapes I made. Just like sort of a regular little thing here. I think this was for one of my Wonder Girl cookies. I made like little ones and big ones. This is probably for my HOT cookies. Oh, here's a little one. So I have a big one and a little one, and I did that sort of like in effect where, you know, there's singers in the front and singers in the back. You like? And I did use regular cookie cutters too. I did make some of the icing, but I kind of cheated and bought other colors. I found these at Michael's, black decorating icing. For the Wonder Girls outfits, I found this. It's gold sparkle gel, and I wish I had realized that this was available when I made my Far East Movement cookies. Because Jay Spliff, you know, he rocks some gold jackets, and I ended up just icing it in this mustard yellow and instead brushed it with gold luster dust, which works too, but this was like awesome. It worked really well. For the Soteji come back home sequence, I just drew it with edible markers, and I painted it on fondant. So I saw this again at Michael's. Michael's has become like my new staple store. Maybe they'll sponsor me eventually. I just wanted to make sure that whatever I used in the video was edible, so I chose this as sort of my blank canvas. I actually ended up doing everything freehand. You can't really erase piping. Instead, what I did do was, if I did make a mistake, I used a toothpick to sort of scrape it off. These are the piping bags and icing. I don't know any other icing that has a good flesh color, so I did tint this myself. For the royal icing, the recipe is pretty simple. All you need is powdered sugar, some water, some flavored extract, and I use meringue powder, and I ended up liking that a lot better than using egg whites. Another great place that I like to shop at, where you can find a lot of cheap goods, is Marshall's. So I ended up finding this incredibly cute cake dessert stand thing. I didn't realize it was this tiny, but it's so cute that it is this tiny. And I use this for the appearance of the Soteji scene. For the Wonder Girls scene, that took me the longest, seriously. It took me several hours. It took me almost, I don't know, the whole morning. For the 5 members in their group, I made a cookie for each of them doing each of the motions. So that's why it took so long. But that's why I have so many cookies too. Hopefully this will be all gone soon, and what I mean by that is not necessarily in my belly, but in yours, and that all that money can help Arthur Chan. I also have undecorated cookies, a couple of these that I just ended up, I guess I miscounted and made a couple extra. So if you feel bad, honestly, even when I eat them, I feel a little bit bad because, you know, I work so hard on them. But if you feel bad, I do have some blank sugar cookies if you'd like to buy those instead. If you're not in the Pittsburgh area, I will put a link down below where the information is, and you can follow that link to just donate whatever you want. I'm sure every dollar would count toward paying for his surgeries. Just want to sort of end this video with a quick note to encourage you all the same way that you've encouraged me. If you have dreams or ambitions or some sort of inspiration or a creative idea, like, act on it. Don't just let it muddle and then float out. Why I started this project is because I was just fed up with always saying, oh, I wish I had done this, I wish I knew French, I wish I learned this, I wish I knew how to play the guitar, and I wish I knew how to break dance, and I don't know, there's so many different things that I really wanted to do, and I still want to learn how to do. Honestly, this cafe idea I had since high school, which was over 10 years ago now. That much time has passed, that much time it took for me to actually act upon it. But another great thing that my dad said to me not too long ago was, too late can be on time. Considering just a lot of other things in my life that hasn't been as successful, you know, I do feel late or too late at times. To hear him say too late can be on time meant a lot to me, and I want to say the same to you all who are watching. It really isn't ever too late. It could be exactly the right time for you to act on your dreams, and so I really want to encourage you the same way that you guys have encouraged me. Let's encourage each other. That's what helps make this world a sweeter place too. Thank you once again from the sweetest corner of my heart. I want to hug you all. If you haven't watched my video yet, you could watch it here. I'll try to post the link right here for it, and stay tuned for more, because there's going to be more exciting projects coming ahead. Another Far East Movement video that I'm hoping to do by next month. So thanks, and have a sweet day. Bye.